Back in my day, we didn't have all these fancy machines and programs and design things. We had to struggle. And these things called subscriptions didn't exist. We used to own the software. And there was only one way to present mockups. So you've designed something. Anything. A logo, an Instagram feed grid, a picture of a cat wearing a hat, and you want to send it to your client. If you've watched my channel before, you already know we don't just email files, we mock them up. That's right, everybody. If you are sitting there thinking, I don't have time, I don't have money, I don't have the know-how, I know how to make you know how. So let's grow now. Brown cow. Here are 5 ways from shortest to longest rated bougie or on a budget. Hi, my name is Gloria and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, do not forget to hit that subscribe button, that like button, and don't forget to check out my Instagram at Gloria Made This. Now let's get on with this video. So this video is sponsored by Kittl, and honestly, this website is legendary. Before Kittl, I was digging through 10 different websites, paying for so many different subscriptions, and spending half of my afternoon just looking for a mockup. Now, I can design, export, mockup in one place. No fuss, no tabs, no crying into my coffee. Watch this. It's as easy as dropping in my logo, picking a tote bag mockup or some other kind of mockup, and boom, done. I can throw it on a poster, same design, perfect for the pitch deck. And just to prove the point, let's also put it on a t-shirt. Couple of clicks and boom, a whole production line done before lunch. But wait, there's more. What if I don't like the color? I can change it. Want 10 more options? Easy. Different background. Add a little bit of texture. What if I just want to edit a specific part with AI? And all of that without hopping across 10 different websites and paying for so many different subscriptions. And this is what I love about Kittl. Consistency across the entire brand presentation without having to fight with Photoshop or pretend to know how to use Blender at 2 o'clock in the morning. And clients love it too, because instead of saying, trust me, it's gonna look good, you can show them exactly how it's going to look in the real world. Kittl makes it fast, it makes it polished, and honestly, it just saves my sanity. The best part about Kittl is that it is accessible to everyone, designers and non-designers alike. And we all know how here I am for spreading the love and joy of creativity and designing, yes, even with the normies. So, big fan, big stan, and thank you again to Kittl for sponsoring this video. You can either try it out for free or use my code GloriaYT for a 25% discount off of all of the plans. So check out the link down below for a little perk just for you. Let's talk about making mockups yourself. The internet is full of $100 courses, AI mockups in 10 minutes. Hey, I respect that passive income side hustle, but also I'm gonna let you know the quick version so you can keep your coins and have great mockups too. Let's start off by finding inspiration for our packaging. Now we already have our design, which probably means that we've already made a mood board and have a few things off of the mood board that we would like to reference. So first we are going to use an image that we like and use ChatGPT to come up with a prompt that we can use to then generate our mockup. Then we're gonna take that prompt into a better image generator. You can use ChatGPT, sure, but there are a lot of other image generators that are way better. In this case, I'm using Envato. And no, this video is not sponsored by Envato. I genuinely just like using it. I asked Envato to generate a mockup based off of the description that ChatGPT has provided. And this is what it gave me. So since I like the direction, I'm gonna bring it into Photoshop. From there, I'm going to turn the label into a smart object. Then I will drop my design in, I'll do some fiddling around, and boom. This is how it turned out. Not so bad for a little old tag team of AI, Envato, and Photoshop. Method 3 is the good old-fashioned way, camera and white paper. And it is perhaps the most delightfully convoluted option, but if you're that type of person who just loves to do things with their hands and you're that crafty, then it can come out really, really nice. What do? Well, it's as simple as taking a blank piece of paper, going outside, sticking it on a wall, and then photographing it and editing it a little bit in Photoshop to create the perfect mock-up. Now, once you've taken these photos, you're going to bring them into Photoshop. You're going to clean any of the dust and gritty things that you don't like, or maybe just leave them in if you like that texture. You'll mess with some of the adjustments, bump the clarity and the texture a touch, turn the piece of paper into a smart object, drop your poster in, and boom, you're done. All you need to do now is throw on maybe a texture layer, adjust the lighting and the shadows a little bit, and you are done. Sure, it's slower than other methods, but we love this organic, authentic feel. Ever see a studio website with those silky smooth logo reveals and think to yourself, wow, that must cost a fortune? Not necessarily. The easiest path is to grab a ready-made template from a website such as Envato Elements, drop in your logo, export it, and boom, you've got a really clean logo reveal. Of course, I can only recommend this if you are a little bit familiar with After Effects and have the Creative Cloud suite, but I love this option because it looks really high class and really doesn't take that much work or effort. I usually save this for my own site, my own portfolio on my own website, or when a client specifically asks for these kinds of mock-ups, and I do charge them. Yes, it costs extra, but the payoff is huge because even the simplest animation mock-up can instantly take your presentation from basic to high-end. I am honestly disgusted with myself for even mentioning Blender because every time I open it, I feel like I am training to launch a rocket, but the results, chef's kiss. I'm not speaking for experience because I have never gotten past the tutorials, but I have watched enough videos to know that there are endless amounts of resources out there telling you and teaching you how to use Blender to make really amazing mock-ups. And if you have ever been at all slightly, even just a little bit curious, this is your sign to start. You can create a simple 3D scene. You can slap your logo on a box, rotate whatever they call this thing and this thing, and export it, and you get a really, really nice render straight out of the studio. If you're not ready to deep dive fully into 3D modeling, you can always download somebody else's 3D assets, swap the texture, and hit the render, I think. Or just call upon a 3D Blender savvy friend to help you out with those shots. Blender is free, but the time investment is so real. And I would say it's definitely the slowest option on this list, but it also gives you the most control and the most jaw-dropping results. This isn't about making things fancy, it's about selling the idea. We buy things because we like the idea of them. If you just send a flat logo, the client has to do all of the work. They have to imagine the whole world around it. And a lot of great ideas die in that gap. Mockups close that gap. They improve people's impression of you and your work. They make it easier to say yes. If you want the fastest path to polished mockups, try Kittl for free. Or use my code GloriaYT for 25% off. Link in the description. And if you learned something today, like, sub, ring that bell, and tell me your favorite mockup bougie versus budget move. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I will see you next time. Bye bye!